Yo, what's good, everybody? Stock Apples Jack here, and today we're going to be talking about Ideanomics once again, or Idex. And since my last video, as you can see, it's dropped off a little bit. It's currently sitting at 266, and after hours 270. So that's quite the drop off from the last video. I believe was 314, if I'm correct. But I still believe this is way undervalued. But of course, this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence before buying anything. But as you can see, this was down almost 6% on the day. Neo was down 10%. Solo was down 12%. Even Tesla was down almost 5%. And Ride was down almost 10%. And the reason I show you them is because they're all within the EV sector, but of course, not at all the same stock, the same company, the same behind the scenes action, but they still deal with EV. And it seems when one has a bad day, they all have a bad day. Even Tesla's been struggling as of late, but they're like the monster of the stock market. They're gonna eat the market alive one day, and they go back up to the heights they were at. But anyways, I digress. Moving on. I believe the last video I showed you, Elf Poor, which is the CEO of Idex, only was supposed to present this at this one meeting for 40 minutes, and they added the day after that he's going to present for 15 minutes at the CraneShares Future of Greens ETF Summit. Now, within this is going to be, as you can see, investors from US, Europe, and Asia. Now, the funny thing about these two conferences is that their SVP recently, Tony Schuyler, stated in an interview on March 18th that there are some great conferences on the way, in particular this quarter. This quarter is ending March 31st, and as you can see, there's only 2 conferences remaining. So, and he goes on to say there are going to be some kind of significant announcements, possibly. And there's either that he might be tooting our horn, or there could be something big tomorrow. I don't know. And I'm really hoping it has an effect on the price. So, basically, another thing I wanted to talk about, I never talked about in the last video, was Medici Motorworks. Official launch of Medici Motorworks is to come in 2021. They originally thought that they would be presented in the first quarter, but unless it's tomorrow at the conference, they're going to announce it, which I don't think Elfport is. But again, I could be wrong, it's not financial advice. Earth Day, the SVP Tony Schuyler also said could be a big day for shareholders, so Earth Day would make sense in the EV sector, release your vehicles. As you can see here, 2021 months to come, organic revenue growth in MEG sales, products and services, revenue growth from Wave and Tree Electric subsidiaries. Timeo's acquisition expected to generate strong EBITDA, which is basically, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, etc. On board more top talent, active M&A programs, which is, more mergers and acquisitions, which Idex loves. And as you can see here, a couple days ago, the Seeking Alpha put out an article basically talking about Ideanomics' recent investments and acquisitions look to provide a good amount of value to the company looking through FY22. In the time frame, Ideanomics could see the basket of investments and acquisitions valued at roughly $600 million, about half the current overall valuation, with Timeos and Wave the 2 largest contributors of value in the company. Ideanomics still has positive organic growth potential in MEG, Tree Electric, and Medici Motorworks, and the contribution from the investment portfolio can serve to boost valuation higher as own segments grow organically. And they also have lots of cash on hand, which is why they mentioned the mergers and acquisitions. They could get more. So if you add the 600 by the 400 million, 500 million they have in cash, that's over $1 billion, valuation, which is incredible. So this stock, in my opinion, is extremely undervalued. Anyway, I hope this video helped you guys to make you feel better about the price currently. And that will be all for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.